All right, next question says, I train on a stiff bar, but since I compete in the USPA, I'm going to be deadlifting with a Whippy deadlift bar. I know that my competition deadlift is going to be around the low to mid 400-pound range. So will the whip be a factor if I'm pulling that amount of weight? Also, do I need to adjust my attempt selection due to the change in bars? Good question. I don't think the whip will be a huge factor at that level, but you'll probably feel it a bit. I wouldn't, even if you were pulling a lot more weight, I wouldn't bank on getting a lot out of the whip unless you've practiced on whippier bars. I think for some people you can definitely get something out of it, especially if you've practiced, but it's not really for everybody. So I can tell you I've done a few competitions where they've included a deadlift bar, but I've always trained on a stiff bar. And my experience has been that during the warm-ups, I feel like Superman, because you're getting a lot of bend in the bar and, you feel the plates flexing and everything, but the weights are moving easy, so it all feels fantastic in the warm-up room. But then when I get out onto the platform, especially for the heavier attempts, there's some flex in the bar as the bar comes off the floor. But then that oscillates and kind of rebounds somewhere around knee level. And if you've seen me deadlift, you know that I'm a fairly flat back deadlifter. And when I catch that rebound around knee level, it pulls the slack out of my back. So it pulls me into a rounded position, which I'm not used to. I haven't trained for. I'm not used to the whip. So it caused me to miss in some weird places. And I wasn't any stronger really with the deadlift bar. Now, I think that's on account of having not practiced with it. If I had practiced with it, it could have been a different story. And for you in particular, it may not play out that way because you're handling lower weights. So you probably won't notice it to a great deal, but even if you did, I wouldn't bank on it being a positive. I would simply plan on executing your plan like you normally would. Adjust on the meet day based on your real world performance with the bars and the whole competition setup the way that it is actually there in competition. If you have the opportunity to train on a deadlift bar, I would recommend doing that. I think that would be a benefit to you. But at the same time, I understand if that's not an option, and I don't think that's a make or break thing for you.